If you look carefully at the map of Africa, you will notice something unusual. Many of the countries have borders that look almost perfectly straight. For example, between Mali and Algeria, between Libya and Chad, between Egypt and Sudan. But is this just a coincidence? Or is there a silent tragedy of history hidden behind these straight lines? In today's video, we will uncover the history, politics, and the painful story hidden behind these borders. Before the 18th century, Africa was a continent full of independent kingdoms and powerful empires. It was rich in diversity, different languages, cultures, tribes, and strong political systems. At that time, European powers were mostly limited to the coastal regions. Their knowledge about the interior of Africa was extremely limited. But in the 19th century, Europe entered the era of the Industrial Revolution. Factories needed raw materials, gold, diamonds, rubber, and copper. Suddenly, Africa became a treasure house of resources. Powerful European nations such as United Kingdom, France, Germany, Belgium, Portugal, started competing to occupy African lands. This competition became known as the Scramble for Africa. In 1884, an important meeting was held in Berlin, the capital of Germany. This meeting is known as the Berlin Conference. It was organized by the German Chancellor, Otto von Bismarck. During this conference, European leaders placed a map of Africa on a table and decided which country would control which region. The most shocking fact: not a single African representative was present there. The future of an entire continent was being decided, without the people of that continent. While dividing the land, they did not consider which ethnic groups lived there, what languages or cultures existed, where the mountains or rivers were, and the result, those straight borders we see today. But why were these borders drawn as straight lines? There were several reasons. Unknown geography. Europeans had very little knowledge about the interior regions of Africa. Quick decisions. They wanted to divide territories quickly to avoid conflicts among themselves. Using latitude and longitude. Instead of natural boundaries like rivers or mountains, they often used lines of latitude and longitude, which created straight borders on the map. So these borders are not natural creations. They are the result of political decisions made by colonial powers. And these artificial borders created many serious problems. The same ethnic groups were divided between different countries. Rival tribes were forced to live within the same state. Language and cultural conflicts increased. For example, in Nigeria, ethnic conflicts have occurred repeatedly. In Sudan, decades of civil war took place. In Rwanda, the world witnessed one of the most tragic ethnic violences in history. Many families were separated between two countries. Many communities lost their ancestral lands. Sometimes, a single straight line destroyed thousands of years of history. During the 1950s and 1960s, many African nations finally gained independence. But an important decision was made at that time. The existing borders would remain unchanged. Why? Because if countries started changing borders, it could trigger new wars across the continent. Today, Africa is moving forward rapidly toward development and progress. However, the legacy of colonial borders still influences politics and society. Even so, African nations are gradually trying to solve these challenges through regional cooperation and unity. If today's video helped you see history from a new perspective, please like the video, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel. And tell us in the comments, do you think Africa's borders should change in the future? Thank you for watching. Stay well, and we will meet again in the next video with another fascinating geographical mystery.